Hello friends, in this video we will starting with our next PHP class. In this video we learn about the types of the variable scope. We have three types of variables in PHP. First one is local variable, second one is global variable and the static variable. Local variable. The variable that are declared within a function are called the local variables for that function. These local variables have their scope only in that particular function in which they are declared. This means that these variables cannot be accessed outside the function as they have local scope. Now I will explain the actual program. Local variable. In PHP, I will declare one function as showName. This is the calling of the function. Now we have to declare that function. To declare a function, we have to use the function keyword. Next, the function name. And the parenthesis. Inside curly braces, we can declare the code for that function. Here I have written the variable name, $name, and I have assigned the value as Janvi. Next, I am printing that variable. My name is $name. Save the file, go to the browser and execute. My name is Janvi. Now we will try to access it after this block of code. Now we will copy this and write after this block of code. Here I have declared the name variable inside the function and I am accessing that variable after that function ends. Save this file, go to browser. Here it is giving the warning as undefined variable $name, as well as it is printing the echo statement, but that variable is undefined. So we can't access the local variables outside the block of code. We have to access them inside that particular block only. Next, we will move to our next type of variable. Next, the global variable. Global variable means it declares outside a function and can be accessed anywhere in the program. We will see our actual program for better understanding. I have given the title as example of global variables. In body section, the PHP code. Here I will declare a variable as $website and give the value as YouTube. This is our global variable. Global variable. Now I declare the function and give the name as display website. In global variables, we use the global keyword to access that global variable. So to use, we have to use the keyword as global dollar website. We use the global keyword to access it inside the function. Next, we will print that visit dollar website for new PHP videos. And with semicolon. And after this function declaration, we write the calling of function display website. Now we will save it and execute it. Here it accessing the YouTube global variable inside that function. Now we will make the changes. What if happened if we not use that global keyword? Save the file, execute. It will showing the error as undefined variable dollar website. So it has to be a global keyword before the variable to access inside the function. Save it and again we will execute it. So we will next move to our next type of variable. Here is an example, one more example. Here only the PHP code I have declared dollar name that holds the name Shanaya Sharma. This is our global variable and the function is a global underscore var. Inside that I have declared the use the global keyword and here that name has to be n1 global dollar $n1 echo variable inside the function dot dollar $n1. To attach the variable to this statement we use the dot keyword, sorry, dot operator and break. Next we have write the global var the function call and also here I have used this outside the function. In the previous code also we will execute this. After this we print this statement. What? Let's see what happened. You see this printing 2 times means in global variable we can access this variable inside the function using the global keyword and also we can access it outside the function. Next one is static variable. We use the static keyword before the variable to define a variable and this variable is called as static variable. Static variables exist only in local function but it does not free its memory after the program execution leaves the scope. Here is the example for you guys. The function static var, inside that function I have declared the variable dollar num1 is equals to 3 with this static keyword. Next our variable is dollar num2 is equals to 6 and we incrementing that num1 as well as the num2 and printing that static num1 and non-static num2. Next we will call the function and the second call for that same function. First you pause the video, think about it and try to find the answer. The output of this is the static 4 non-static 7 when it is called the function first time. Here you will see the function same function is called 2 times static var and when we call the same function second time, the static value is 5 and non-static is 7. Now we will see how this output is come. First, the static num value is equals to 3. When it is incremented, only see the num1. It is incremented. Then the static value is become 4. When we call the function, the num1 value is print as 4. And next, the num2 is equals to 6. It is incremented by 1 and it is printed non-static value num2 as 7. So our first calling function gives the output as 4 and 7. 4 and 7. Next, when we call that same function again, now the static variable what it will do, that the declared value, it will statically save that value. Means first it will store the value of 3. Next it will increment it. Now the num1 has the value as 4. Next, when it will incremented, as the num1 have the value 4, it is incremented by 1. Now the num1 have the value as 5. The static num1 value have the value 5. Next, the num2 is equals to 6. The non-static variables, what it will do, that after the execution of a certain code, it will be a redeclared means it will has the same value as that of it will declare the first time. Static variable, what it will do, it has the same value, means it declares, it has the value that it holds previously. Previously num1 has the value 4, it is incremented by 1. Now the num1 has the value of 5. Num2 it is incremented but it is reassigned as 6, and next when we increment it again, it has the value 7. So our first output is 4 7 and next output is 5 7. 4 7 and 5 7. Now we will execute this and see. Title as static variables, and here we declare the function static var. This is the function name. Inside that function we declare the static variable num1 is equals to 3, that num1 has the value 3, and the non-static variable num2 has the value 6. Now we will increment the num1 value as well as the num2 value, and inside echo we print the value static dollar num1 non-static dollar num2. After this we will call that function static var. This is the first call for that function and the second call for that same function. Save the file and execute it. Here we will use the dot operator. Here I am forgot to give the dollar symbol, that's why it is showing the error. Save it and again execute it. It is the error when I have not given the dollar sign to the variable. Now again execute it. It gives the output as static 4, non-static 7, static 5, non-static 7. It is not in proper way, so we'll use the break. Save this. Now it is showing the output static 4, non-static 7, static 5 and non-static 7. Same as this.